Welcome back, children. So today we will do harvesting. Now what is harvesting? Cutting off of the ripe plants or ripe crop. Cutting off of the ripe crop from the field is called as harvesting. So when, like in case of paddy, when it becomes yellow, that means it has become ripe. Now it should be cut. So this is called as harvesting. After harvesting is done, the crop is gathered into and tied into small bunches. After it is tied into small bunches, the stacks are held and they are beaten on the ground when the paddy comes off from the plant. I am speaking of paddy. After it comes off, this is called as threshing, right? Whenever you are holding it and then beating it on the ground or on a rock to remove the grains from it along with the cover of the grain, that is called as threshing, right? Now, the grains are now mixed with the chaff. Then removing the chaff from the grain by the process of winnowing. So all these things are done manually in most of the cases. But in large farmlands, to reduce the time, they use a machine called combine. Now combine is a machine which does all the three works simultaneously: harvesting, threshing, and winnowing. All these three works are done simultaneously by this machine called combine. It reduces the time. Clear, children? Now after it is completed, now it has to be stored. Now generally very large granaries are built. They are called as silos. Large granaries. These large granaries are called as silos. So, whenever these grains, after they are produced in huge quantity, they are kept there. Otherwise, they has to be packed in gunny bags and then kept in a store, like in case of government godowns of FCI, Food Corporation of India. These are stored there. At first the whole godown is cleaned, it is made pest free, everything is fully properly packed. Some chemicals are also sprayed there so that fungal infection, bacterial infection does not occur. And then these sacks are kept in different tiers. Otherwise, they are kept in silos. Otherwise, other type of food, there are two types of storage. One is dry storage, another is cold storage. For those food items which are perishable, like fruits and vegetables, they are kept in cold storage, means under refrigeration. Whereas those food stuff which can be kept for some time, which can be stored for some time, like food grains, pulses, etc., they undergoes dry storage. In dry storage, first of all, they are dried under the sun. After drying them under the sun, they are kept in clean containers, free of moisture, so that they can be stored for a long time. So two types of storage is there. One is dry storage, one is cold storage. Cold storage is generally done for perishable items like fruits and vegetables. Okay, children? So granaries or silos are the large storehouse of food grain. From here, food can be packed into gunny bags and distributed over the larger part of the country. Like here, just now you have seen that government is distributing food by the rationing system to the poorest of the poor. Now, from where does so much food comes? From where does this so much food come? It comes from these silos or large granaries, which is operated through FCI, Food Corporation of India. So in this way, India was able to feed its 135 crore of people now in this pandemic, and that too in most of the cases free of cost. So that has become possible because India is capable of producing such huge quantity of food grain and storing it safely so that it can be used at the time of crisis, just like we are having it now. Okay, children? So remember, just by mere producing huge quantity is not the end of the part. You have to keep it safely. You have to store it safely so that it can be used in future. This is very, very important. Now, whenever you store, few things must be kept in mind. While storing, the food value should not decrease. Food value means the total amount of calories which the food will give on consumption of 1 gram or 100 gram of it. That should not decrease. It should not get infected by bacteria or fungi. Otherwise, the quality will decrease. The shine should not decrease. Otherwise, its price will reduce. So many things are kept in mind. Okay, children? So here we come to an end of the part of agriculture. Next we will start the next part, which is related to agriculture, that is called as animal husbandry, in our next class. Thank you.